Today again we are here. I want to look at working with the mask tool on shapes. I've introduced shape before, so I'm going to delete this new text. I'm going to bring a shape in by clicking on shapes. So to bring a shape in, you can use this for any shape, but for now I'm going to work with just the square. You can make the square to be a rectangle and all that, but if you want to maintain the shape that is always is already and maintain the ratio, you just pick from this side and drag. So I'm going to reduce it a little to do whatever I want to do, and I'll okay it. But if it is something that I want to color, I can give it a color. Can give it opacity if I want, but it's not necessary in this case. I can blur the radius, and I can do a lot of things, but that's not my point this evening. So I'll just okay it. So when I do that, I'll go to the pentagon tool. If I go to the pentagon tool, I've used all these delete, duplicate, edit, position. I've used all of them. If you want to do color, you can still do it from here. Opacity, you have all of them. One very important tool that I'm going to use is the mask tool. So if I touch mask, I'll just enable it, and you can see that it has cut part of the text out. So if this is what I want to do, good and fine, but this is not what I want to do, so I'm going to click on out. So if I click out, it changes the color. From here I can decide to form anything I want to form. But if you look at this very well, you discover that you have 4 cardinal points here. This is one point, this is another point, this is another point, this is another point. Those points are called nodes. Then there's a white step that come from each point you touch. Those are called handlers. So as we go on, you will see what I'm using them for. So I can decide to form a shape with this by just moving them, If I'm okay with this shape, let's assume this is what I want to do, I'll just say okay. And let's assume I want it to cover the whole page. After doing it small like this, I'll now enlarge it. I'll now take it to this side, keep enlarging it, keep enlarging it, keep enlarging it until it has given me what I want. So remember, I drew this shape before bringing it here. So if I'm not okay with it, all I need to do is go back again, touch the mask, and say, guy, I'm not okay with you, so I can reduce it a bit and make it look like this and okay it. So let's assume this is what I want, so I leave it like this. This is one way you can do shapes. And another thing you can do to this shape, or you can do to shape, I'm just going to bring in another shape and create another kind of shape. So shapes, I'll still bring this in, I'll click OK, then I'll touch the mask again, I'll enable it, I'll out it. So I want to create a love shape, so I'm here, I'll go here, I'll take another one and take it here and take it here and bring this one in very well into the line. Then I'll now manipulate the handlers. I'll now manipulate the handlers. I'll now manipulate the handlers. I'll keep manipulating the handlers until I get what I want. I'll keep manipulating it till I get what I want. So I can say that I've succeeded in creating a love shape. If I'm not okay with it, I still touch it and go back to the mask. You can see that this one is out of the shape. This one is also out of the shape. So I'll bring them in and rearrange it properly. So if I okay it is not also okay. Okay, so you can use it to form a love shape like this. And okay, it can decide to give it a color by going to color, enabling the color and giving it that color, or using a gradient to give it this kind of color, whatever color you want to give. I've shown you guys how to do the gradient, and come here and choose a different color. To do the gradient, remove it, also remove this one. Add another color. These are way you can mix colors together and use them for shapes.